Alright, here we go again with another battle, and this time it's against Hikari171. And this is a pretty old battle. It's an OU battle, although there's a couple UU spread around here. But hopefully Wi-Fi battle number 20, which is coming up next, will be another double battle. I still have to find someone to battle for that, and it'll be interesting. So here we go. I lead off with Aerodactyl, and he starts with Electivire. And I have the Focus Sash, so whatever he does, I'm going to be able to outspeed him, obviously, and go for the Stealth Rock. So he just switches out Predicting Earthquake, which isn't a bad move on his part, and he goes into Dusknoir. And I just set up the Stealth Rock, so again I have the Sash, so I'm going to taunt him, because I don't want him to do any funny stuff with Will-O-Wisp or whatever. And so I get the taunt off on the Dusknoir, and he apparently carries the Elemental Punches, or at least Ice Punch from what I can tell right now. So I'm going to assume that he's going to Ice Punch again, and I want to keep Aerodactyl as Death Fodder or Status Fodder or something, whatever I can use him for. So I go into a Metagross, and this isn't a Agilagross, and I know a couple people who don't like this specific Agilagross because it has wrecked their team, but anyway, I take the Ice Punch quite nicely, and then he shows me the Fire Punch. And that does... It wouldn't have been a 2-hit KO, but I want to save my Metagross because I know it'll be helpful later, if not now. So I don't want to take a Fire Punch, so I go into my Heatran and get the Flash Fire. So him predicting a Fire Blast or whatever the hell, thinking I'm Scarfed, is going to switch out and go into Flygon. And I'm not Scarfed because, that's way too predictable. Instead, I have Wise Glasses, which power up special attack moves, and I am able to get up the sub. So, Scarf Heatran is just too much of a common sight, really. So, he's going to Earthquake, which is clearly going to break my sub. But right now, I'm pretty sure a Dragon Pulse is just going to destroy the Flygon. And I am right, and it does. So there goes the Flygon. And with Flash Fire, it's looking pretty good right now. And he goes into a Tentacruel. Now, I don't know if Heat or Earth Power or Flamethrower is going to be enough to kill it. And seeing, he's clearly going to Surf or whatever, I'm going to switch out. And I go into my Latias, which is my special wall. And he goes for a Waterfall, and that's physical, but I still resist it. And it's not going to be doing that much anyway, especially after the leftovers. So, that's pretty good. And now I'm just going to start trying to Calm Mind. So I get the first Calm Mind, and he goes for an Ice Beam, but after a Calm Mind, I won't be too heavily damaged by it. And, Latias is looking pretty good. I think I go for one more Calm Mind. I'm not sure. But, he switches out into Metagross. And, Stealth Rock damage, which is always nice to have. And I apparently don't go for another Calm Mind, I just start attacking. And seeing how much Dragon Pulse did, it's gonna be a 3-hit KO on this thing after Stealth Rock, so I don't want to lose Latias by some Ice Punch or whatever. So I just go into Aerodactyl to take whatever he's got, just to see what he's going to use. And he explodes. And that was a great play on my part because my Death Fodder really came in handy there. And I get to keep Latias. And if I did Dragon Pulse, he would have lived with 1 HP and been able to explode. So I still have Latias. That's always a good thing. So he goes out into Scizor now, and I go out into Metagross. And there's going to be some Stealth Rock damage on him. And so I'm going to try and... I don't remember if I go for the Agility or not. Either that I go straight for the Earthquake, because at one point I do just go for the Earthquake. But he just goes for the Brick Break, and I'm Psychic and Steel, so it's just going to be neutral damage. And I apparently do not set up. Okay, and I go for the Earthquake. And this guy doesn't have Bullet Punch, so yeah, I guess that's just a side note, but I know I can take one more brick break, but I really don't want to. And he goes for a swords dance, so I know next turn I'm going to get killed by the brick break. So I just earthquake, and here I get a crit. And it doesn't kill him, but yeah, you'll see. It actually wasn't enough anyway after the leftovers, but you'll see what I mean. So, predicting a brick break, I don't want to lose Metagross, so I switch out, and he makes a very nice prediction with the Iron Head, and hits the incoming Latias, and I am not a physical wall, as I have said before, and I get nailed. So, I know I can outspeed, and he doesn't have the Bullet Punch, so I thought Dragon Pulse would be enough to KO. I don't have another move besides Dragon Pulse to attack with, so it's stab, I'm thinking I'll be set. He lives with like 1 HP, and wow, there goes Latias for nothing. So yeah, not my best play, but then again, whatever. So I go into Shaman, who's going to be able to outspeed, and I just go for the Earth Power. But wow, I didn't predict the Iron Head, and then I didn't predict Dragon Pulse not KOing, so it doesn't really matter anyway. It didn't change the game too much, besides I lost Latias, but he goes into Dusknoir, and I know he's going to Fire Punch, and with pressure, Seed Flare's not going to last too long, so I go back into Heatran, predicting the Fire Punch, and that is great because I'm going to get the Flash Fire off, and I go for a sub rates here after the video continues to go, which is why I need to start using Platinum, but I don't have another DS to trade it back and forth on. So yeah, that's another side note, but yeah, so now I'm going to proceed to attack, and here he's going to switch into Tentacruel again after the video goes. And seeing how much Flamethrower did, Stab with Flash Fire, and Wise Glasses with Modest Heatran with Max Special Attack, it does a lot to the Tentacruel. And instead of just going for another one, I just go for the Earth Power because, I don't know, it's super effective, even though it's not Stab and doesn't have Flash Fire, but that's besides the point, it still kills him. So I'm going to proceed to kill his whole team with Heatran. So, yep, the Dusknoir, and Flamethrower is going to one-hit KO the thing. I mean, that's broken. It's not even Fire Blast, it's just Flamethrower. But I would rather use Flamethrower over Fire Blast because it's safer. And you wouldn't think of that. But, and then he just has Electivire, which, Earth Power for the win. So, great game there, Hikari171. Hopefully I'll be able to get up Wi-Fi battle number 20 soon. It's going to be a double battle, hopefully, if I can find someone to double battle. But if it's too long of a wait, then I'm not going to, because I want to keep the vids coming. I've been really busy, as you all know, and good game. Comment, rate, subscribe, and check out his channel.